Alright, we're still here in this wizardy place with DJ playing Spyro.
So I just...
I feel like you're really wrecking this game, though. Like, I'm sure if I was playing this, I probably wouldn't be half as far by this episode.
Ajax, soap.
It's because of all the dragon knowledge I'm listening to.
Yeah. No, man, with all these hints that we're totally listening to and not talking over.
Feel like
The inside of his mouth has the same skin as the outside of his body does.
Yeah, man, gotta save on that texture resolution.
Yeah, but it just seems like you couldn't be able to taste too much.
Oh, I just don't think I can do this life anymore. I'm gonna give up.
What?
What?
Oh, I guess I can't die. They're bringing me up here, I assume, so that they can tell me that I'm supposed to
Do the
this.
slide thing.
Ow.
You and your secrets.
Yeah, I think there's another area over there too I missed.
Could be.
But
Okay, you got another dragon, Cedric.
I'm forgetting all their names.
Do their names even matter? Like, at the end of this game, are they gonna give you a quiz and say, like, what was the name of the dragon you found in stage, like, X of World 3?
There should be a dragon named Spyro, and it's like, are you paying attention? It's like, do you know? It's like, I guess I wasn't paying
You're
attention.
cutting corners here, right there.
Yeah.
That was pretty close.
No, TJ is pretty reckless when he plays
What
these
are they
games.
now? They're not goats, they're not sheep, are they...
I don't know. All I know is ooh, there's a spider here.
Whoa, what is that thing?
It's like a spider.
That
beetle.
is terrifying!
Yeah, it is like some kind of giant spider beetle.
Yeah, these cave levels have the spiders.
Oh my god! That is horrifying!
And in case you want to know, Ark, they do hurt.
I imagine they hurt.
They're,
Those are ugly as sin!
they're very poisonous and they're very threatening, and
And I'm guessing you would kill them if you could, so you're just avoiding them.
Can you not?
you cannot.
Garbage!
I'm just kidding. You can.
No. I just assumed you weren't killing them on purpose.
Yeah, no, I just yeah.
Those
You're just
are
avoiding
ugly!
them.
I think the way that you're supposed to kill them is you're supposed to use like the little rampy.
Insecticide?
You're supposed to use like the little like charge up ramp thing, which is like obviously way back there. I think. Yeah, there's actually. I think
Oh, you're supposed to go all the way through it?
Yeah, you're supposed to like go through this way. I took.
Don't go back!
Art does not like spiders.
No!
Well, let's kill these spiders, so that Ark can.
They were gone. They were out of... I don't have to look at them. Now I have to look at them again.
Fortunately, they're pretty easy to avoid.
Well, there's... No! That's Dude, it doesn't matter. Zombies are easy to avoid. They're still terrifying.
You've said many times that zombies aren't terrifying.
Well, when they close in on you, they are. The zombies aren't scary unless you're like, oh god, I can avoid this, but I can't.
Yeah. If there's 100 of them in melee range. Oh, hey.
It's like, oh,
Oh,
found a-
hello.
you got sex in.
Oh, you got super fire breath.
Let's go own these.
Oh, so all you gotta do
munches.
is kiss a hot girl and then all of a sudden you can kill anything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Turned your face
That
red.
makes sense.
In this case, Spyro has a thing for fairies.
Oh, it's almost about to wear out.
Oh, don't go back.
In this case, Spyro
They
has
don't respawn, man. He clears these levels.
Gross.
He 80%s these levels.
I'm
Gross.
80%ing it. But
Is there nowhere else to even go?
There's one more. Which is why I was like, don't go back.
Oh, can you even get down there with the buff still active? I guess you can.
Actually, I think there's another one down here, isn't there? Oh,
Maybe?
Guess
Oh, yeah.
we'll just skip it.
But it'd be
Yeah.
hard to get your fire breath that far.
Reminds me of a Skulltula.
A little bit. Oh, man, you know what's really disturbing with the Skulltulas, though? Was the
They
ones
used to
in
be
the house. Yeah, the changed people. They've got, like, the freaking faces just
They got
mangled.
faces and like limbs sticking out of what should be their... Bleh.
Yeah. There's a lot of scary stuff in Ocarina of Time, man.
That fucking vampire.
The white thing?
The white thing.
The white goopy long-armed guy?
That had like 6 arms sticking out of the ground that would like grab your head and hold you still as the other guy like runs up really slowly with his neck wiggling in the wind.
Yeah.
It's like...
I remember the zombies in Ocarina of Time were pretty.
Zombies were terrifying. You know what?
Oh, yeah,
I
'cause
think
it, like, always pauses and
Wind
screams.
Waker was more scary though. Because they had more animation, I think. And they had more of a woman's scream to it.
I'm trying to remember the zombies or the
The zombies.
Redeads
Okay.
in Wind Waker.
In Wind Waker, they were
Which level were they in?
They were in a couple of dungeons. They were they looked like the putties from Power Rangers. They were very gray. They had big, long, loopy earrings. They had gauges. And then whenever they screamed, their mouth would go like this. And their like jaw would drop down to like the middle of their stomach, and they'd scream, and you would be frozen as it like walks up to you slowly and just like and then just starts attacking your head.
So yeah, I don't. For some reason, I don't remember those that well. Because I've played through Wind Waker like a bajillion times. Maybe not a bajillion, but I played through Wind Waker at least like 4 or 5
Well, Ocarina
times.
of Time had the masks. They were still terrifying, but their faces didn't move.
I didn't think they were wearing masks. I thought
They
they
were.
just had like
It was a wooden mask.
weird faces. I thought they just had weird faces. Honestly, I never got that close to them in Ocarina of Time. Oh yeah, Ark pulled up a picture there of the
Redeads.
Redeads.
Yeah, those things are pretty disturbing, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't really remember them showing up in the dungeons in Wind Waker.
There was a couple of them.
Does this little punk think he's really gonna get away from you?
You'll never cross this small pool.
I may as well.
Just use the fairies.
May as well just give up.
See, look, and this is the picture. They have a wooden mask.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I always just saw it as like
You
a few
guess?
holes.
No. Well,
I think it was just because the texture resolution was low.
yeah, I guess.
In concept
Okay.
art, it definitely looks more like a mask.
Yeah. Okay. I have been looking up a lot more of the concept art from like Zelda and stuff.
Yeah.
But
like, you know, if you see the Redeads in Ocarina of Time,
I think there
like,
was a
in
mask
motion.
in Majora. Was there a Redead mask in Majora?
I don't know.
I believe there's a mask in one of the games where it looked just like the Redead mask.
Maybe.
Boldar.
That's probably one we'll play someday.
Maybe it's because they couldn't. It was too terrifying, so they had to put a mask on it where they covered his
Oh
face.
yeah, to make it look less human.
Yeah.
Yeah, because dead humans and stuff like that in games, like, it just reminds me of how like a lot of games, especially when we were growing
All
up.
right,
like,
there's a picture of the game,
yeah, see, it definitely blends in a lot more with the character
but
model.
you could still wait if you look at it.
Yeah,
it does,
if you have a moment to sit there and stare at it.
Yeah.
I didn't look at their faces that much when I was fighting them. I was like, I gotta kill this thing or get away from it.
because they freeze me.
Yeah.
That's where I mostly saw it, is when they froze you, because all you could do was look at their face.
Yeah, it's amazing. There's actually like a lot of disturbing stuff, and like even like some of the old Zelda games. Ocarina of Time comes to
As
mind.
they hump your head.
Yeah, those things were just ugh.
I'm gonna win this one too. I'm just gonna see as many. I'm just gonna complete as much of it as I can, and if I can't get all of it,
Oh, there was another. Oh, the one trail thing continued to the right there.
Oh god, now I'm seeing fan art of the zombies.
Do people like them?
Well, I mean,
Are people writing Redead fanfic?
that would be disturbing as hell. But I mean, like, look at this.
Yeah, well, some people like horrific things. They like drawing them.
I know, but it's quoted as nightmare fuel.
nightmare fuel is a real thing.
It is. There's been a couple times when I like go
I
to
don't
sleep,
think they got this way.
and I'm like, I should not have watched that before I went to bed.
You have 2
Uh,
seconds,
And
1
I,
second.
I ended up having bad
0
dreams.
seconds. Oh man, you could have gotten so many more of those. You were like really close to finishing
I
them.
don't want more bad dreams.
I know. We'll keep.
There
it.
was
Barely
one.
any gems.
What was the movie that did it to me last? It was The Purge.
Oh yeah.
That would give you bad dreams.
I had a nightmare of The Purge.
Yeah, the whole idea.
Was someone trying to purge you, or were you trying to purge someone?
I was
I know how to get
third
the chest.
party.
Oh, you were witnessing someone purging someone else.
I was witnessing my own personal like movie in my brain.
Yep.
I was watching it go down.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I wasn't in it, but people I knew were.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
Did someone purge me?
Not you. I don't think you were in it.
Okay.
But there were other
Dodge
people.
that bullet.
There were other people in my family and people that I loved and care about that were like getting their throats slit.
Oh.
And like people just hating on each other and killing people. Like, well, as long as it's not me. And I'm like, I was terrified.
Uh-huh.
And I'd seen the movie about like 4 times at that point. So I'd seen it a couple times, but in like the third or fourth time, it just gave me like a terrible nightmare.
I'm not even sure where that.
Yeah, well, you never can really explain friggin' nightmares. I had like a freaking weird series of dreams. I can't remember what they were, but like.
I've had a ton of weird dreams.
Oh man, I had like some really weird one the other day. It was mainly to like write something down about it just so I could try to remember it.
Right.
But I didn't.
But then you're like, oh god, I'm so sleepy. I don't want to fucking write some stuff.
Usually, if I have a good dream, I'll actually document it. Or...
I try to remember it. I really do, but I'm so tired. And then I fall asleep, and then I wake up the next morning. I'm like, I had a dream. Whatever.
We're fighting Blowhard.
Blowhard.
he blows gusts of wind. So.
How surprising.
Yeah. But
But then every once in a while, you'll have a nightmare that just like scars you, and you remember every aspect of it.
Remember, there was one nightmare I had that involved a like weird like man/creature that was like a spaghetti face.
Whoa! What happened there?
Our couch popped again. You remember we had that problem with that side?
I don't.
You were here for it.
Did I?
I had to fix the couch.
Oh.
Alright, I'll try to repair it between episodes.
Nah, it's okay. I'm actually nice and lied back now.
He wasn't.
Yeah,
he wasn't.
the couch is gonna break if we leave it like this.
He wasn't pop back. He was just adjusting the relaxation mode.
Yeah.
So there's the boss.
Relaxation mode activated.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if every boss was a sheep in disguise.
Huh.
That'd be great.
It should be. They should make the nasty Nork dude sheep.
Yeah, what's up?
You had a dream where we were fighting dinosaurs in a jeep.
Yeah, that did happen once.
Was that one of the ones where you remembered every aspect of it?
I did not remember every aspect of it, probably, because I feel like that was a fairly short dream. It just left a strong impression. Like it was almost like a 30-second clip.
Or like a Vine video.
Yeah, it was just like, oh man, that was rad. And it's just like you get this image in your head. It's like a painting kind of thing. You're like, that was so cool. But no, it wasn't like a story happened in that one.
Alright, I had one.
He's like, who are you again? Old man dragon?
I have some grandparents who I was dropped off to stay the weekend with.
Oh, I thought that was shallow water you just drowned in.
And my parents left. And I was probably...
I took his gem at least.
Like 9 years old.
Yeah, I had a lot of messed up dreams, like not like messed up, but like
no, but this one's messed up. I'm gonna continue. I was about 9 years old. I was charged with taking care of my brother and sister at my visit.
Oh, you told me about this one.
As a visit to my grandparents' house, and it seemed like a normal trip. So everything seemed just completely normal, except a couple things, which is like maybe the house was bigger. Or like there were other rooms that I don't remember, but that all seems to make sense in a dream, right? It's
Sure.
like, this room is never here, but it's totally normal.
Yeah, no, I've had dreams where like my backyard was like a freaking huge freaking forest, and I was like, oh man, I don't remember exploring this part of my backyard before.
But this is so normal.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, nothing seemed weird. It was just like, oh, I don't remember this, but okay, here it is.
We go through a day, and my grandma decides to start preparing for the meal, and then a bunch of family members show up, and they're all making weird comments about like, oh, how's the stock, or like, is it growing well? And then I'm getting this weird vibe, and then all of a sudden I overhear my grandma talking to like somebody else, like, oh yes, they've been fed very well. They should cook really good.
Sorry, can I just say that you got 400 out of 400 there again? You're not 80%ing this very well.
I know.
So basically, the next half of my dream was I was hiding my brother and sister from being cooked and eaten by my grandparents.
Pretty disturbing.
Who were hunting us down. And I was hiding in the rooms, in the closets, under the chairs.
There's like...
As like family members would like walk by looking for us.
There's a few things more terrifying than being hunted. Like in one of those dream situations. Knowing you're being looked for by someone who's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, just the kind of feeling like I've had alien apocalyptic, like alien invasion type.
Oh yeah, I've had a couple of those.
Where like I felt like like it was just me and like a couple of people I didn't necessarily really know that well. It was just kind of like a survival type, like literally the whole world is screwed, and
Mm-hmm.
This level's kind of funny. The wizards like make the dudes fat.
I actually had one not too long ago where I usually, when I go to work really, really early. And I take like a 30-minute nap in my car before I start work. And during those 30 minutes, I usually have a dream. And those dreams are usually really weird.
Okay.
This one was I had woken up and gone to work, but then the tsunami warning started happening, along with the multi-tornado warning. And I look across the water and I see about 6 tornadoes coming in toward the land, as if they're trying to like flank us. And then I just remember thinking, oh no, not again. And then we go into some underground tunnels, as if think of like an ant farm, but underneath the streets of Seattle.
It's like a bunker?
No.
Or like a subway system?
Like subways that intersect everywhere.
Yep.
And there's a giant mass of probably a couple million people huddled. And we're just like, well, we just gotta wait for this to pass. And then the tsunami hit, and then half the people got swept away, and we're like, oh, that sucks. Oh well, it's another day in Seattle. And I watched my car getting rowed back and forth in the waves. I'm like, I hope it stays there.
It's not very common to get tsunamis here in Seattle, but you know, it could happen. You never know.
It could theoretically, yes.
I don't know if it will because we have the sound.
Yeah, I don't think it.
Yeah, it's true. Like Seattle, we are sort of protected from the ocean.
Yeah. This is the perfect place to live. That's why everybody's coming here right now.
Dude,
Seattle is the largest growing city in the nation right now.
Not a bad place.
I've noticed, like, just driving around, there's like a lot more people in cars.
Yeah. Well, also we have like a shitload of jobs.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Seattle area personally because the roads are terrible. But like, in general, like this area, I'm pretty happy with.
No,
Like,
you got mountains if you want mountains.
Yep.
You got a desert if you want a desert. You got cities, you got forests, you got farmland, you got Canada, you got fishing, you got...
And the weather's never too extreme.
No, yeah, it's never... You never get, like, friggin' spin cycle like fucking Florida. You never get tornadoes like
Not very
Midwest.
Not major earthquakes or anything.
The last earthquake we had was like what, 6.0, 7.
It wasn't.
And
super
that was like 15 years ago.
We are supposedly supposed to get a big one soon, though.
Yeah, they've been saying that for like 50 years.
Yeah.
But no, dude, what you want, we got it. Whatever you want,
so come to
we
Seattle.
got it.
So come to Seattle and make
Not
us
just
more.
Seattle, Washington.
Make us more populated.
Also steal our jobs. No, I'm just kidding.
Unless you're Canadian.
That'll be the.
You don't want Canadians?
No.
That'll be the robots stealing our jobs, not people.
Alright, anyways.
Bill Gates is gonna invent the next workers.
So I gotta cut us off here. Because I let this episode run a little long so we could get through our dream topic, and then we started freaking pitching Seattle.
I'm
living Seattle!
Level.
Yep.
Anyway.
So we'll come back next time on Operation Pixel, and TJ will keep wrecking this game probably for a little bit longer.
I haven't even been paying attention.
It's pretty straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah.